All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finals here of Warship Masters Invitational 2023. Ho ho.
There
Zath,
you go.
what's Cats got cooking here in the green on the top end of north?
Meow. So
Meow.
Cats is bringing with them a Petrie, a Marsilli, a Gibraltar, an Elbing, a Ragnar, a Vamp Deuce, and an Elbing as well, a second Elbing.
Double Elbing.
Pretty much what we've already seen them play today.
Indeed.
What do we got to the south for 3X, sir?
3X going, eschewing the battleship again. Running Conde for their super ship, one of the last, well, of course, there's only 2 teams left in the event, but one of the only teams in the event that has not lost their Conde. Paired up with Blood Legends Hindenburg and Silverblades Puerto Rico. We're looking at Double Druid and Marcello's Ragnar and somewhat shocking Zath and Alvaro de Bazan.
Alvaro de Bazan.
Now, have you seen it? Did you see a Bazan yesterday? Have I
Yes.
missed that this ship is popular?
Oh, it's not. I wouldn't claim it to or consider it to be popular, but we
Okay.
have absolutely seen it.
But it has occurred. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Now,
notably
Go ahead.
landing some key torpedoes in a battle was Elsa versus somebody.
Okay. Now, refresh my memory. Bazan is essentially, it's similar to what's the tier 10 a Tiro Regolo, right? It's like an Italian destroyer with regular HE, regular AP. I think it's got like the Italian torpedoes that are like slow and long range kind of thing, right? And doesn't it have a funny button?
It does have a funny button, and that's why people thought they would take it, because you get into that destroyer duel and then you hit the funny button and win that duel. But it hasn't worked out quite the way that they thought it would, which is why it's not extremely popular.
Okay. All right. Well, Cats pushing a tremendous amount of force over here to A. 5 ships. The Gibraltar plays mid. The Elbing hangs back to sort of kind of play goalkeeper north of C. 3X taking a much more conservative deployment, opting to not push C too early. A little surprising somewhat, given that they only have the one radar that they're up against. But Kenny Mod playing well south of C until they have an idea of where that Ragnar is lurking.
Yep, I think it's very smart. Cautious play by 3X. Obviously, they know what Cats likes to do on this map, and they're pretty much doing it again.
Oh, yeah.
So I suspect we're going to see a little bit of time. Remember, this is a best of 5, everybody. So this game is important, of course, but it's plenty of games remaining.
Yep. You don't have to start really sweating until you get down to 2 losses, right? Then it's like, ooh. All right. Kitty Mod's Druid now into the bottom of C. They're going to grab that for free. No possibility of Cats spotting or stopping them. And you're starting to get the sense that 3X sort of has an idea of what's coming. Faster Notion's Conde continuing to plug away to the west, but both destroyers, the Bazan and the Ragnar, have backed off a bit, sort of, I think, kind of waiting to receive what they expect to coming down this line. Now, if you'll recall, we looked at this replay a little while ago. 3X lost a Shimikaze in this approximate position to this Ragnar Vampire pairing coming at them now.
Right, and then later lost their Yodo as well.
Exactly.
As a result, but they're not going to make that same mistake here. You can see they've got their Conde available to help, and of course the Ragnar has a radar of its own, so that's not going to work the way they think it is. But I don't know if they're realizing that BYF's Elbing is continually pushing down that 4 line, testing the waters. Look at that.
Well, Vile's Druid does have RPF, so he definitely knows that somebody is here. But in fact, his RPF is going to be pointing. It's going to be bouncing back and forth between BYF and Lala.
And that's what they're trying to do. BYF and Lala also have radiolocation. And so you can see that there. Lala manages to get a blind shot onto Vile. And look at the other side. Oh, already first kill.
Ooh, the Vampire Deuce going down. Big kill for 3X. Not falling for this trap again. Learning their lesson the first time.
And we see the result of keeping your Conde until the end of the tournament.
Yes.
Now, BYF is able to go into the B cap.
Marcellus Ragnar getting chunked, now ducking into Tiramoto's smoke. Taking a tremendous amount of pain there, but got a heel pumping now.
There's the radar from the Puerto Rico that will catch BYF.
Rico going up now. Now the Elbing has blinded himself, and Viles Druid is pushing in to pick him up on Hydro.
Yep.
And now this
So
Elbing...
that's a dead Elbing.
This Elbing is probably dead. Like, this Druid rate of fire should absolutely just wreck him.
Yep. Gibraltar does land a good hit.
Not nearly enough. Not nearly enough. Vile pulls the brake. Let the smoke re-envelop him right there.
He's at 2.5.
Is he going to go? Are they going to trade?
800. His engines are out. 240. He's on fire. He's going to burn out.
They're going to get him.
Wow, what a play.
That's a big trade for Cats, but more importantly, Zath, it leaves the B cap in control of 3X.
Yes, it does.
So if you're 3X, you're not excited about trading, but because you retain control of the cap, I think it's worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
Ragnar turning around, the 4-line push denied now. As 3X starts to kind of wrap things around here, Kenny Mod working the north side of the C cap.
Yeah, they know that the Puerto Rico's radar is down at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So Yuki could try to go back into B. Of course, you've got the Alvaro de Bazan and the Ragnar that can absolutely just cut you off. But I feel like if you're Cats, you got to make a play soon.
Yeah.
You can't just sit and let 3X rotate around, which is kind of what's happening right now.
Blood Legends Hindi now in a position to beat the crap out of Lala with AP as well.
Yep, we're watching it.
Lala's really got to be careful. He's not getting Citadel. Is taking some full pins there. Moving up now to accept this brawl with the Puerto Rico, I think, which I'm not sure that's going to work out very well for him either.
Well, he does have one torpedo.
He does indeed.
And that's probably the best he could hope for at this point in this matchup. And Silverblade not allowing that to happen.
Yeah.
Patry gets a good hit on him.
Silver takes a Citadel from the Patry. He's gonna barely sneak in the Ram. He's gonna get it.
There it is.
And again, if you're 3X, you don't necessarily mind the Ram because you already have a points and a ship lead.
Point-wise, though, that is a better trade for Cats.
It is a slightly better trade. Actually, no, they should be the same. They're both cruisers.
Yeah, but point-wise, I'm pretty sure that's twice the value. Gibraltar's half the value of the Puerto Rico.
Both teams gain 40 and lose 60.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the ship points.
Oh, the ship points. Well,
yeah,
I suppose, but not that doesn't actually matter really. Not for the
at this point, no.
No. More Druid on Elbing action up here as Kenny Mod's starting to put pressure on the A cap as well. Probably doesn't know that the Ragnar is there.
No. Although radio location might flip a little bit.
It probably will have. I don't know. It's a pretty narrow cone. Maybe not.
Elbing finally goes dark. Engine's out, though.
Managed to sneak away.
Land.
We're really curious to see
Kenny doing a nice job of continuing to shoot. Oh, he opens up again.
I was like, Kenny about to come around the corner and discover the Ragnar in his face. So now he's got to see if he can extricate himself from this position.
Ooh.
Team chipping in to help with the Ragnar, though.
Yep. And Ragnar's got good armor, but when you're sitting broadside to those AP shells...
Now, the AP shells are... Yeah, the AP shells will full pin that Ragnar all day long.
Did he disconnect?
I think he might have disconnected or something right there.
I think he might have disconnected.
Mm.
Yeah. Oof.
Big kill there for 3X, though.
Absolutely. And by the way, Katz is Patry now in trouble.
Oh, yeah. He's been getting pushed for a while. He's getting
So not only could they lose the game, but they could also lose the ability to take the Patry in future battles. That's going to happen.
You see Kenny Mod literally ignoring the Elbing to try to make sure that they get this kill before the game ends, and they do.
There it goes. Patry does land on Kenny.
Oh, yeah.
But
Kenny was a sacrifice. Is he gonna trade with the Elbing? He is.
He's
wow.
Trading. Insane.
That is a nice pickup.
Absolute insanity.
When I saw him firing on the Patria, I was like, okay, he's accepting the loss of his ship to get their flagship, and he's fine with it. But he actually cleaned up both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a solid game one here from 3X. They did their homework. They learned their lesson from the first time they played Cats on this map, and they're going home with a win in game one.
Yep, that they are. So let's go ahead and get a death pick. The Patrie as it sinks. And that's all she wrote for game one.
Updated. Excellent. So if I push this button, we come back to here. All right.